Here's Hannah coming to you live from the beautiful south of France, Provence. And sorry for being late. The internet didn't cooperate because we're living here in the countryside and internet is sometimes not working. So today I'm gonna share update from our farm. If you haven't been following me or if you don't know who I am, we own a small medicinal farm in the south of France, Provence, and I'm making regular updates from the farm, and you can check out the last update from June. Well, since then, uh, we have the usual heat in Provence. I mentioned in the previous update that we had some heavy rains and storms. Well, that's all gone because now we're back to regular heat. And when I say heat, it's really, really hot and dry. And that's why I'm doing this update early in the morning. It's like 10 minutes after 8 a.m. And if you're watching this on replay, if you're in the US, then know that I generally do the updates early in the morning, especially during the summer heat, because then after 9 a.m. until like 5 p.m. really, you cannot really go outside because it's so hot and dry that you don't want to get outside. I'm picking my herbs around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. before the really big heat comes in, because then the flowers and the herbs kind of close and they will not have the medicinal properties which we are looking for. So, and I'm going to share also a little bit later on my social um, my first official herbal blend. If you've been following me, you know that I'm currently in training to become medicinal herb farmer. I already had one exam in professional wildcrafting, so that's done, which I'm really, really happy about because it was all in French, and my French is like when it comes to gardening and farming and wildcrafting, it's a little bit off, but the exam is done, so professional wildcrafting is done, and basically it was just confirmation of so many years that I picked herbs and created my own herbal blends. But here in France, you know, you have to have a certificate for everything. If you're living in France, then you probably know this, that there are regulations for everything. But it's okay because we want to like follow the rules and everything. So yes, so update from the farm, and I'm gonna be moving, so hopefully the internet will work. Um, if not, then I'm gonna do a second update in August. In August, probably um, uh, it will be even hotter, but here we can see, like when I check the updates from the last year, everything is 2 weeks late basically. And I'm gonna show you then tomatoes. Tomatoes are just starting to really grow, so we haven't had any tomatoes yet. And I'm gonna slowly diminish the amount of veggies that I'm growing, and I'm gonna share more on social media. After the digital detox, I'm actually on digital detox on Facebook and Instagram, but I always love to share about our updates from the farm. So that's why I'm doing this right now. I'm gonna diminish the amount of veggies we grow because we have a great farmer just next to our farm who is doing veggies. So he has plenty of tomatoes because um, they have heated what's the word I'm looking for? They have heated glass houses. Yeah, maybe that's the word. So they've been having wonderful tomatoes for a month now, and they're having zucchini. So I'm basically growing my zucchini only for flowers because flowers are so difficult and expensive to get. So I'm growing zucchini for the flowers. I'm going to show you afterwards. And I'm mainly focusing really on herbs because herbs are so much easier to grow. Um, if you're growing your food, you know that things like cucumbers, for example, or even squashes, they need an extreme amount of water, which here in Provence it's not really given. And last year we had some issues with, restrictions on water, so we couldn't water our gardens and our farms. There were really restrictions. First, it started only like you cannot water from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. Then there were like general restrictions, and we couldn't water at all, which is like ridiculous because how can you not water your garden? From 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. I totally understand it. And if you're watching this and if you're watering your plants during the day, then just don't do that because all the water will evaporate. So really, water your veggies early in the morning or then late in the evening after sunset because it's just so um, much like better and sustainable because we know that water is really scarce. And I'm gonna do an update tomorrow about the tower garden, which uses only like 2% of water from conventional gardening. It's really conventional gardening, unfortunately, is really, really extreme when it comes to water. And unfortunately, even the farmer next to our farm is using an insane amount of water. So we have to really deal with that. Water restrictions are maybe coming, we don't know. So do everything what you can to avoid using too much water. If you have the possibility, then of course have some water retention area or collect your rainwater. We have very, very little rain, so for us, it's not really sustainable to collect rainwater, especially because then it's the feeding ground for mosquitoes and so yeah, we have two wells, so we definitely would use them if the water restrictions would be um, too much, and we'll see this summer how it goes. So hopefully you have really, really nice weather where you are. And now I'm gonna stand up and walk a little bit and let's see if the internet will cooperate because I just want to really show you how the garden changed from June because my last update was 4 weeks ago. So I really love, love, love sharing about how it all changes. And last month I forgot to do an update on my flower garden. So let's go there and let's see if um, the internet works. Living in the countryside, it's just it's just like that. If you're living in a countryside, then of course the internet sometimes doesn't cooperate. It's still working for now, so that's great. So I'm gonna actually flip the screen. Can I flip the screen? Well, it doesn't look like I can flip the screen, so I'm just gonna really flip my phone so you can see that. And you can see that lavender, or rather lavender fields, are still in bloom. It's really last 2 weeks, maybe even a week, before they will start to um, pick it, and they will distill it. And I'm gonna distill my lavender for the first time. I'm gonna distill it with my newfound friend, so I'm really, really excited about that. And that's gonna happen early August, because I'm going on a holiday to my home country. So really, really excited about that. So let's see what's growing here. So as you can see, here we have a beautiful sage, and I'm waiting for full moon actually to gather most of my herbs. Sage, lemon, verbena, the rest of the lavender. Uh, why? Because if you've been following me, you know that I'm working with the moon and with the planets. It's really I'm applying astrology in the garden. And there's a book, Astrology in the Garden. I definitely encourage you to purchase it because it's amazing. Astrology in the Garden basically talks about how to how do planets and moon, of course, um, really have influence on the plants. And we know there's an influence. And even if I start with the moon, you know, if you're a woman, that moon really has a great impact on your menstrual cycle and on your moods. And if you want to find out more, then definitely check out my moon videos on the YouTube channel, because there are many already, and I'm going to start again with live streams from September about moon. And if you go to YouTube, you can find, or if you're watching this on YouTube, then go and find moon and beauty, moon and business. There are many, many videos like that. So, and live streams. So yeah, here you can see Valerian. Valerian, this is her third year, so I'm gonna divide the roots, and I'm gonna use the roots, of course, as a medicine. I already used the flowers for a biodynamic preparation. I still haven't done the video, but I'm gonna definitely do that. It's a very interesting biodynamic preparation, so you can inspire yourself. So let's move on. So there's rosemary, there there's rudbeckia, and there's lavender, or lavandin rather. I just picked there's stevia, and I just picked flowers. I'm picking flowers every single day from this jasmine and other jasmines which I have here. Um, and I'm using the jasmine flowers in my full moon blend. It's still only available in France because I'm figuring out how to ship to other, or it's available in Europe. I'm still figuring out how to ship it to other countries. So let's see about that. Let me show you how the lavanda actually looks like, and you can see the fields back behind me, still in bloom. Beautiful, beautiful. And we have so many hot air balloons here that are flying over, taking pictures. So every morning when I get out of the house, there is a hot air flying balloon just above my head. So, okay, so lavanda, and I'm gonna pick it before I leave because it's gonna it's gonna take a while to dry, and then as I said, we're gonna distill it, and I'm gonna have my first hydrosol, and I'm really really excited about that because it's if you have never heard about hydrosols, then I definitely encourage you to learn about those because hydrosols can be used for as a mild replacement for essential oils, not only mild replacement but also from the sustainability point of view. Essential oils, we know that to make an essential oils to make an essential oil you need a huge amount of plant material, and um, it's just not sustainable. Okay, so if you want to use essential oils, that's completely up to you. I love using essential oils, but just bear in mind that to produce or to make an essential oil, you need an crazy amount of plants. Okay, especially for um, essential oils like rose or jasmine. That's why they are so crazy expensive, but that's normal because you use such a huge amount of plant material. I'm moving really slowly so the internet works. Mainly because I want to show you one amazing tool that I've been using in my garden for a month now. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that we are applying the principles of permaculture and biodynamics. So, this is an amazing tool which I'm using for working the soil, and I'm gonna flip the screen, or rather flip my phone because flipping screen doesn't work. So this is really an amazing tool to work the soil if you want to apply permaculture principles, because it's called grelinette in French. I have no idea how it is called in English, but it's basically, and I'm gonna make a short video about this tool because it's really amazing. And what you basically do, we know that soil is soil is really really important. The quality of the soil is really really important, and that soil is living, right? That's the whole principle of regenerative agriculture and of biodynamics and permaculture. um, and that's the problem with all the conventional agriculture, conventional gardening, because if you're using the conventional tools and um, you destroy the life in the soil, okay? Because um, every layer of soil has its own properties and its own microorganisms that are living in the different layers of the soil. So if you are um, changing the layers, like you you use the common tools, especially in like on big farms, but even if you're working in your garden and you are using the conventional tools and you are basically returning the soil, then you're changing the microorganisms, so the if you are using the conventional tools and if you are returning the soil, the microorganisms which were supposed to live like 30 centimeters below the ground, you're basically returning the soil, and you're putting the microorganisms up on the first layer. So you are changing the quality of the soil, and we don't want that. That's why that tool, and again, I'm gonna make a short video about that. That's why that tool is so amazing, because it doesn't return the soil. It only really aerates the soil. And again, I'm gonna make a short video on YouTube, and when I'll return on Facebook and Instagram, I'm gonna share that as well. So I'm gonna show you the orchard. And again, if you've watched my June update, you know that we are not using any herbicides, pesticides whatsoever in our garden, on our farm, because again, we believe in permaculture, biodynamics, and we believe in organic, um, like organic agriculture, even if we are not yet certified, because again, there are so many regulations. You have to fill out a huge amount of papers to become certified here in France. So that's just for like years to come. We'll definitely will do that, because we're already using all the principles, but we just have to do the paperwork. If you're a farmer, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna show you our oat field, and I'm picking milky oats from this field for my new moon blend. So I have a full moon blend, a new moon blend, and you can find it on my page, mindbodymooncoaching.com. You go to the shop. Again, it's only available in Europe, because I have to figure out how to ship to other countries and possibly the US. So this milky oats field, um, I'm gonna change it a little bit, because it's a huge amount of milky oats, which I don't really need. So I'm gonna slowly begin to um, change the to make other garden beds, basically for medicinal herbs. And I'm really excited about that. So that's gonna happen in September. So I hope you will watch then the update from September. This is the July update, and I'm Hannah. If you're new here, I'm Hannah, coming to you live from the beautiful south of France, Provence, and we can still see the lavender fields before they pick them and distill them. So here is a garden bed where we grow all the berries and tomatoes and squashes. So I'm gonna show you, as I said, like everything is 2 weeks late. So squashes, let me show you if you can see this. And these are Halloween squashes because I love Halloween. And we grow squashes not only to decorate the house, but also you can eat them. So, and they are delicious. And I'm using flowers. Let me show you. I'm using flowers as uh, filled with what's the word? Filled with cheese, special kind of cheese, goat cheese. Thank you, goat cheese. Um, I'm taking the flowers. I remove the pistil and I fill it with combination of parmigiano and goat cheese, and then I um, just put it on on a pan with olive oil, and it's delicious. So I definitely encourage you to try it. So let's see, tomatoes. As I said, 2 weeks late, but they are looking beautiful. Let me show you. Yeah, so really looking forward to that. But uh, as I said, I'm gonna slowly diminish the amount of veggies I grow because our farmer just next on the farm, he's growing great tomatoes and great zucchini. So I'm not really uh, motivated to grow more veggies because there's plenty of them. And of course, if you are growing your food and if you're growing all your food for your family, that's amazing. I just decided that, as a mom of four with a business, I'm not really motivated to grow all my food, especially because we have a farmer next door. But if you're growing your own food, then do that. It's amazing. Yes. Um, Again, the oat field and the orchard. We have around 120 trees so far. We're gonna plant some more. Um, why? Why are we planting so many trees? Because first of all, we want to have our own fruit, of course, um, which we're gonna sell when the trees grow bigger. Um, and also because trees, if you grow trees, then you have more shade under the trees, and it's amazing because it's if you don't have trees, if you don't have shade, everything is dry and everything burns. That's the real major problem with cities. You don't have enough trees. So if you're living in a city, talk to your city council so they plant more trees or plant a tree yourself. If everybody would plant a tree, that would be a very different world, don't you think? So, last thing to show really is yeah, the veggie garden bed and the Hyssopus, which I already picked most of it. That's an amazing plant. It's an amazing herb for problems if you're coughing. So that's an amazing plant. Definitely encourage you to plant that and grow it. And strawberries, but this is the last year for strawberries because they've been here for 5 years, and you should change. If you've been growing your strawberries in the same spot for 5 years, you should replace them because it's they're not really giving so much fruit. uh, Not to be like you know business minded, but still that's a huge plot of strawberries, and I would like to grow herbs. So I'm gonna change the spot for strawberries, maybe in the new garden bed, which I'm gonna make. And the last thing, because I could go on and on, but you know, it's already half an hour I've been talking. So the last thing is the uh, medicinal herbs garden bed. So I'm gonna show you that really, really quick. So we have cornflowers and lemon verbena and calendula, catnip, lemon balm, chamomile plenty of stuff, which all will be in herbal blends and hydro sauce later. And it's growing really, really beautifully. So, last thing, okay, and I could show you really, really a lot of things here, but I'm gonna leave it like this. Hope you enjoyed this July update. If you want to find out more, if you want to receive updates every week in our newsletter, then definitely sign up for our newsletter. Go to mindbodymooncoaching.com, wait for the pop up window, and sign up because you're going to receive not only the newsletter, but all subscribers will also receive um, my new ebook, which is called Herbal Mocktails, because we want you to enjoy social gathering without the need of alcohol. So that's a great ebook, and I'm gonna share more mocktail recipes on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the July update and see you again for the August update. Take care, everyone. Bye.